First and foremost, I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening for our Parent University session. Uh, so thank you for taking a little bit of your time to just hear some of the summer programming that we'll have available for you. Um, Today we do have an interpreter that's going to be assisting our Spanish-speaking families. Her name is Mayra Duran. So I wanted to acknowledge her and thank her for providing this wonderful service for our families. So my name is Miguel Benitez, and I am the Director of Family Engagement here for the Richardson ISD. And so wonderful district to be a part of, just wonderful things going on. And so what I like to do is right now go ahead and turn it over to Mr. David Burkhalter. He's the RISD Extended Day Coordinator, and he's the man that's going to be presenting tonight. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to David. David.
All right. Thank you, Miguel. Once again, my name is David Burkhalter. I'm the coordinator for the Extended Learning Program, and this is it's just what it says, the Extended Learning for the district. We provide the before and after school care for our students, as well as the adult classes, GED and ESL instruction. But mainly what I'm going to discuss with you this evening is the opportunities for our younger students during the summer. Normally, we will have, well, just to tell you a little bit about myself, I've been with the district since 1998, first as a teacher. I have a sophomore in the district. She attends Richardson High School, and so we're getting excited about getting closer to the senior year. But I hate that we don't have this opportunity. I wish we had this opportunity where parents could come and get information back when she was growing up, but glad to be a part of this now and provide you with that information. I want to share my screen with you all. Okay, and these are just some of the Explore Summer programs that we are having for 2021. And a little something different this year. You may have been receiving information regarding the SOAR Adventure Camp. Some students are getting invitations to that. But the district has been giving out information regarding this camp. Now, this is an opportunity for your students to come and get some extra enrichment, but we are partnering with them to provide before and after school care or before and after care for that particular program. And that's going to be at the following campuses: White Rock, Richland, Big Springs, Prestonwood, Heights, RISD Academy, and Forest Lane. And so, the SOAR program is going from, we'll have before care from 6:30 in the morning until 8:30. Then the student would attend the SOAR program, and then they would come back to us for the remainder of the day from 1 to 6. Now, as you know, the SOAR programs are only Monday through Thursday. Friday is an off day for them, but we are also offering Friday care for those individuals that need it there. So that is an all-day thing. It's from 6:30 a.m. until 6 o'clock p.m. So for parents that want to take advantage of that opportunity, you can do that as well. And the tuition for that, for AM, if you just choose AM only, it's $10 a week. And then the PM, it's $50 per week. And if you choose to do that Friday day for that tuition, it's going to be $15 per week. And also, let me say, too, if you have any questions, if you can post them in the chat. I'll try to check that. Or you can save your questions to the end of the presentation and we can answer them then. So that's what we're doing for the SOAR program of Richardson ISD. We're going to be at these campuses, and it's a separate registration from the actual SOAR program itself. So our registration, we have a new system that's called Elio. And if you see here, register here at risd.ce.leo.com/. So that'll be an opportunity there. And that's a fairly new system. Parents that have been using it say that they like it. We're getting used to it, but they say it's easier from the previous management system that we had, Easy Child Track. So that's the first part, and that's from June 1st to August the 16th. So these are only at those campuses where they are having the SOAR summer program and also elementary summer school programs at those campuses. Now, what we normally have are our full day programs, and this is going to be at Northwood Hills and also Spring Ridge. And in Northwood Hills, it's also open to our pre-Kers. So we're going to make that a site this summer for our pre-K students to come and receive care for those that need it. This program is also from June 1st to August 16th, and the tuition for this is $150 per week. And this is Monday through Friday. Now, normally I may get, sometimes we get the question if there are any free and reduced lunch rates, not for our summer programs. It's a flat rate there, so the tuition is going to be $150 per week. But we do try to work with our families. Let's say if there is a situation where tuition may be hard for you to cover, that's just a matter of reaching out to our office and letting us know the situation, and we can see if we can direct you to some assistance or get you some sort of help so that your child can attend. And the times for this program is going to be 6:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. And we have a variety of activities for the students to do. We have a set curriculum. We try to have academics, a little embedded academics with some engagement and fun activities. We normally would go on field trips, but in light of COVID, we're going to halt that probably this summer, but maybe that's something we can resume in the near future, possibly next summer. So there are many different activities. We're also looking to have, of course, adhering to all COVID protocols, someone come in and do presentations and actually work with the students. So many fun things planned for them. So those are our full day programs at Northwood Hills, which is also a pre-K site, and also Spring Ridge Elementary. And you can register for those programs once again at Elio, rsd.ce.leo.com /. We try to incorporate our summer. We try to have different themes throughout the summer. So it's a 12-week program. As you know, with the SOAR program, that program is only going to be 3 weeks. And then it's 2 3-week sessions. So then that program will end. But we will go, our all-day programs, they will follow these themes here. Week 1, it's all about fun and games. Week 2 is going to be our Spirit Week. Week 3 is Explore Unplugged. Week 4, Escape the Week. Week 5 is our Explorers Got Talent. Week 6, Double Dare. Week 7 is our Greek Week. Week 8, Pay It Forward. Week 9, Pop Culture. Week 10, Out of This World. Week 11, Back to School. And Week 12, It's All That. So we try to look at things, and we gauge the students and kind of survey them to ask them what they're interested in, and we try to incorporate that into our programming as well. We also work with the teachers and staff at the buildings too, to kind of find out what they're working on and what kind of extensions they would like the students to work on during the summer, so we can try to incorporate that into our programs as well. So we want to keep the learning going, but we also want to make it fun and engaging for the students. Okay. Now, there are times when, say scheduling or even with cost, sometimes it doesn't work out that students can attend our programs. But I did want to provide you all with other opportunities that you can look into for your student for summer in the Richardson area. Of course, there's the Richardson YMCA. You have Camel Green Recreation Center, the Richardson Boys and Girls Club, and Richardson Parks and Recreation. And they have a variety of programs. It's just a matter of reaching out to them and kind of, because they have a continuing amount of things that are going on throughout the summer. So they have also display things. They have opportunities that are posted on their website. So you can check them out too if RASD is something that you're not able to attend this summer. And then here, just giving you our contact here, we are on Beltline Road, 701 West Beltline Road, across the street from Heights Elementary, here in Richardson, Texas. Our phone number, 469-593-0797. And once again, the LEO site is rsd.ce.leo.com in the /. Wanted to check and see if we had any questions. But that was just a breakdown of what Explore has going on in the summer. We're kind of excited to be able to extend this opportunity to the sites where we are having summer school, because it'll give those students an opportunity. Because normally, if they're at a summer school site, they couldn't attend our program due to travel and things of that nature. But it's good that we're partnering with the district to extend these opportunities to the students so they can further enjoy their summer and continue that process of, extending their learning through fun, play, and engaging activities. So that's pretty much a breakdown, a small, quick breakdown of what we have going on this summer. Did anyone have any questions or
Yeah,
anything?
we've got one, David. Are there any openings left for Explorer?
Yes. Yes, we are. We have several openings. Are they speaking as far as employment or are slots for students? Because I've been dealing with both of that. We also are hiring too. So just a little side note. So if you know of anyone that is looking for employment, high school students, they can also work at our programs, not at the full day programs, but they can work at those 7 sites that are offering at the SOAR program. And we do have several student openings. I think I was trying to think of the numbers in my head. I know that we have plenty of room. And now that the restrictions with COVID are lifting, our numbers are definitely increasing. So we do need students to register, and we also need staff for to be employed.
Wonderful. I used to work at an extended day learning program a long while back, and that really is a fantastic opportunity to work with staff and children. It really builds a lot of good. Just helps the students build responsibilities. I think they're just one of the best programs to really help as they grow. So there's also a question about the fee. What is the fee?
The fee for which program? The SOAR, or if they want to do the SOAR, is going to be the before and after care, but we have our full day program as well. So if you are looking at, let's go back here. Now, if you are attending one of these campuses for the RASD SOAR program, then you're going to look at this tuition here. So if you're coming in the morning, it's going to be $10 per week. And if you're going after school, it's going to be $50 a week. And if you decide to take advantage of that Friday day, that's going to be $15 for the week. And then our full day is going to be $150 per week if you attend one of these sites, Northwood Hills and Spring Ridge. And we do provide students with a snack, a AM snack and a PM snack for our full day programs. They bring their own lunch. And for the SOAR programs, we are going to be they're going to be provided breakfast and lunch. So we're going to provide that evening snack for them.
David, can these programs be for students going to 6th grade?
Yes.
Okay. And where do they need to apply for any high school student that wants to work? Where would they need to?
Okay, they can go to the RASD website, click on, what is it, HR, the Human Resources tab, or is it the Careers tab, and they're going to fill out an external application.
So that's important to note, external application.
And I was going to put my, I lost my chat button. I was going to put my number in the chat, because if they reach out to me, or my email, and definitely let me know the person's name, I can look their application up in AppleTrack and contact them for interview.
David, I'm going to go ahead and put your email here.
Great.
It's David Burkhalter at risd.org, correct?
Correct. And I tell those students, if you are interested in education, this is a good opportunity if they come and work in our programs, because they're establishing those connections with the building, also principals. Most individuals who are working for our programs now that are in college and are going for education, they end up either student teaching or becoming hired by the schools that they're working at because they've already gotten in the building and established those connections and made relationships with people in the building. So it's a great opportunity. Not only are they getting to service students and help them in their growth and development, but it's also opening doors for them as an employee too.
David, can you give me your phone number? 469-593. What are the last four digits?
7454.
7454.
Correct. Okay, I was able to see it. Okay, good. That's that.
Wonderful. If you have questions, we can also you can unmute yourself and ask David. If you think the question is going to be a little bit too long, we understand. So, are there any deadlines, David, to some of this?
Well, as far as the registration and participation for summer, there are no deadlines. It's open. If someone is willing to look into our programs for the fall, then that's where we get into wait lists because, like I said, staffing is a problem. We're going to do what we need to do for summer. It's looking now, our numbers are increasing compared to last summer. Like I said, the COVID restrictions are lifting, so more people are starting to get back into the ease of normalcy. So no deadlines right now, but for summer, but for fall, I would definitely say if you're looking to get your student into a program, it'll vary from campus to campus because staffing is an issue for regular programming, school day programming.
I'm just going to mute myself. I do have a question.
Sure.
Thank you so much for this call, first of all. Second of all, I wanted to know, do they have to do every week or can they just do like for the month of June and not for the month of July?
Right. You can select any weeks that you want during the summer. It's different from fall where you have to maintain your spot. But in summer, as long as you designate the weeks that you want to use, and we also have, I believe it's a 14-day cancellation. Just let us know 14 days in advance if you're going to cancel. That way, that'll guarantee you a full refund. If it's ever an instance where, something, let's say you register and something unforeseen happens, we will definitely work with you as far as a refund or even transferring, to the fall if you choose to use us for the fall, things of the nature. But yeah, we try to make it easier on you. So just select as many weeks as you want. But just to tell you, if you do register for those weeks, payment is required for each week that you register. So that's why I tell parents kind of gauge it by a couple of weeks at a time. That way you're not put in that position to where you're registering and then something comes up. Are you within that 14-day window? So just kind of take it a few weeks at a time if you choose to register for summer.
So
David, they're going to charge you all of it at one time?
Well, let's say if you select June, you said you want to use the month of June and not July. So let's say if you selected June 1st through the 17th, yes, it's going to charge you for that amount. But I would say take it week by week.
Okay.
Then that way, if then okay, this week we're going, I'll pay for this week. You're not going to attend the next week, so you won't register or pay for that. But as long as generally we try to run the count Sunday evening prior to that Monday. So as long as you can get in before Sunday evening before we run those numbers to prepare the staff for the next day, because we may need to call more people depending upon the number of students that register, then you should be okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So just for clarity, David, we're talking about paying the Friday before Monday service?
Yes.
Or something like that. Okay.
Yes.
So
and ideally, and I understand sometimes it's a situation where you just realized Sunday evening that you needed us for that Monday. You can get in, but just make sure you speak to someone. And like I said, we're running those reports Sunday evening. Someone is in the office as early as 5:45 on Monday morning. So, but even if you go to the campus and say I'm here with the kid, we'll have you fill out everything there at campus. So if you can have everything filled out before you come, and then we could just finalize everything when you get there. We try to work with you because we understand
Mhm.
sometimes it's just not that cut and dry as far as planning your schedule and how things are planned out. We try to, factor in sometimes there's unforeseen circumstances and you really need our care. So we want to do what we can to get you there, get you the care you need.
No, that's great, David. We appreciate, you guys taking that into account because, we understand too that, you need to have numbers to be able to get those ratios right.
Right,
And
right.
so that's completely understandable, but we appreciate you guys, working uh, to help our families in that sense.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad y'all did this because I was so confused with all these different programs y'all have, like Explore, then the other Explorer, and then it was just so confusing. So I'm
Yeah.
glad y'all did this.
Yeah. We knew that this year with them, with all the trying to address, the lack of learning or, the shortfalls of this year being out because of COVID, all the programs that were going on. I'm glad it was an opportunity for us to come and kind of say what we are doing because I have found I'm getting calls every day where, parents have been a little confused as to all the offerings that are going on this summer. And this is, different for us to have this many. So it's good that we are able to give the information and kind of break it down to make it easier for you all.
Perfect.
And I'm glad that David, that you bring that up because I think it's important for our families to know that what you do is extended learning. It is structured. You have you know curriculum. You have things in place to make sure that there's educational outcomes. That we're getting those and that our kids are learning. It's not just playtime all the time,
Right.
although they need that. So we do appreciate that. And I think that's what's going to, really, make Richardson ISD different from, maybe other districts as far as how we're trying to really help our students achieve.
Yeah. And I try, I've said this to you before, Miguel. It's not, I want to change the perception that it's just babysitting.
Mhm.
I try to bring in my experience as a teacher and what I would want the students to know as a former educator myself and someone who's always in pursuit of learning because, I'm working on my doctoral degree now. So it's always and then what I would want for my child in any program after school. So I try to bring those things with me to this position here to just it's not just the opportunity for us to watch your kids
Mhm.
after school and while you're off. It's I want to see what they need as far as academically, is
Mhm.
even socially. I'm constantly trying to just bring that into the after school realm so we are an extension of the school day
Mhm.
and we're not separate from them and that we care just as much about your child and where they're going and their growth academically and socially.
Wonderful. I think that's so important for us to understand because I think that sometimes we do get caught up, trying to find a place, but for us, so that someone can care for our children. But there are places that are working like Richardson ISD's extended learning that are working very diligently to ensure that there's learning. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be break times, but it can be it's just a program where you're going to be able to really uh, you know have a time for them to to not only be taken care of, but also learn. So I just think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful.
I do have another question. I'm sorry.
No, no, you're fine.
Like my daughters always went to YMCA, and after 2 years of it, I'm not really liking it anymore because it's like 90% of the time they're outside. And so, which is not bad, but at the same time, like, the summer heat here in Texas, it
Mm,
causes her to have all these white spots in her faces and stuff. It's just
yeah.
crazy. So I'm glad to hear that y'all gonna definitely be doing like different activities. But also, I wanted to ask, like, out of is it gonna be 50% outside, 100% outside, or how's that
We
schedule?
always because I don't like the heat, and so we always try to take into account any outside activities. We try to do as much of those before the heat of the day. So after they are having
That's
that
good.
AM snack, and this I'm speaking specifically for our full day, we have to look at that because this is going to be our first time having a program that's just like from in the that 1 to 6 time frame. But our full day programs, we try to get them out there as soon as we can before the heat really kicks in. The latest that they'll probably be outside is going to be, I would say, an 11 o'clock hour. That's when we're really trying to make sure all the activity outside is done. Now, by chance, depending upon, 'cause like I said, we're at the campuses during the summer, so there are summer projects going on. They try to work around us while they're doing maintenance in the buildings and cleaning. The only time we'll ever be outside in the heat of the day, and it's for a short period of time. If it's going to be extended, we try to look at other opportunities. Is there another school close by that we could kind of get the kids to? We try to look at other opportunities, but no, we do not because the heat. We know, yeah, it
Okay.
could be
Thank
bad
you.
for the kiddos, and we don't want to keep them out there to where they're hot and dehydrated, and yeah, it becomes a problem. So no.
Okay. And also, are y'all gonna be following like the PP whatever guidelines, I guess, with the
Yes.
masks and all that?
Well, at the our 2 full day sites, we will, because those are going to be licensed childcare centers, and so our licensed childcare centers have to follow the TWC guidelines. So at those 2 centers, we will. Now our SOAR sites where we have our programming, we're going to follow whatever RISD has in place. So we will check with Dr. Stone, and whatever guidance they give out at that time, that's what we are going to follow.
That makes sense. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And I know the biggest thing was because we were continuing to have our students wear masks now. Um, the restrictions were kind of lifted as far as outside in our programs, because the students came, in their classrooms, they're with their class all day.
Mm,
Whereas in our programs, we had students coming from all over the building.
exactly.
But we're looking into how to, since now in summer, we try to keep the kids in their cohorts. So they'll be with their same class all day, but they'll be relaxed within that classroom. We try to keep the groups separated at all times. So it'll be more lax, because we know, which I found though, we started programming right when last year. I guess it was in June. We were like one of the first groups to come back into the district at all, and I was surprised to see how many of the young ones, our pre-carers, were on board, and they followed it. They did it, but I just felt bad for them because as a kid, you want them to be able to be free and enjoy themselves. But we will follow the guidelines, but we try to take into account mask issues, and then just being tired of the mask, and possibly provide for an opportunity for them to just breathe easily and just get the wiggles out, so to speak. Yeah.
And usually in a classroom, is there what, 20 to 25 students or less than
Yes.
that? Or okay.
Yes. And we try to have, for our groupings, we try to do no more than 15, 10 to 15, just to keep them, smaller. And now, given the current climate we're in, the COVID climate, we kind of reduced those numbers even more.
Okay.
But like I said, we're gearing up for increase in numbers for this summer. So we try to keep them lower than what the average is. It'll just be, depend upon how many students actually register.
Register. Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I
you're
think that's
welcome.
all my questions. Sorry.
No, you're welcome.
Mhm.
I've received your email. Thank you. I saw that about the STEAM org. Okay, good. And we are always looking for opportunities to partner with individuals. Any opportunities that we can bring the students, I'm on board.
All right. Well, do we have any other questions? I think that was a pretty good discussion there, and a lot of good questions as well. So,
Yeah, you
um,
all have my contact information now. So if there's ever, after now, if you think of anything or you have a question, feel free to reach out.
Are there any specific eligibility requirements that you want to highlight or make sure that our families know, David?
For employment,
Well, maybe for both.
for both. Well, for summer, it's just a student of RASD.
Okay, so they have to be
Um, and for even our registration for at our schools, just a RASD student, but attending the school that you register for our program at. Now, we do have some students who register because of overflow that will have to go to other, programs, but we work with those students as well. Now, as far as employment, at our full day camps, you do have to be 18 years old because those are licensed campuses. But like I said, with our others, you can be a high school student and love kids. You have to love kids and want to work with kids. And that's really the only eligibility that we ask for. Completing the application, having 3 references, and that's it.
Wonderful. It's wonderful information. Thank you very much, David, and a future doctor, Burkhalter.
Trying. I'm trying.
Wonderful. Hey, keep at it, buddy. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna do it. So, I wanted to share. As I'm sharing this, and if you think about any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself or type it in the chat. But I want to share with you some other opportunities through our elementary division here. So I'm going to share with you my screen, and then we're going to quickly go there so we have this site, and I'll put this in our chat here in just a second, where we have our elementary programs as well. So, David, does this look familiar? Is this some of the stuff that you're doing as well?
Yes.
Okay. So here's another.
Where they're having these programs at is where we will handle the before and the after.
So if you have any questions or you need more information, please feel free to visit this website to get a little bit more information about the programs themselves. I did want to show you where our parent corner is. This is where our families can go and access resources and things. So in here, we have our digital tools and resources. For example, Google Classroom, Seesaw, all these wonderful things, the Focus Grade Book. We also have Parent University. This is where we're actually going to post this session in English and Spanish here. So if you'll just visit, you'll see all of the sessions that we've had this year. They're all here. And our parent resources, which is a work in progress, and are continuing to build this out. So a lot of good things there for our families. And the way that you get to Parent Corner, you can get it, you can access it through our main website just by going to Parents, or typing in, you can type in www.risd.org/parent, and that will take you right to the page. At this time, is there anything else that you would like to share, David?
No, that's it.
All right, family, parents, thank you again for joining us this evening. Want to thank you for taking time from your busy schedules to just get a little bit of information about RISD summer programming opportunities. So thank you everyone for joining us. We've got another session coming up next Tuesday, which our RISD Transition Services is going to be providing. We've got an attorney doing a presentation on Social Security supplemental income. And so it's going to be very important for those families who have special needs children who perhaps are receiving some of these benefits. So we look forward to presenting this and getting this information out to our families. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and again, thank you and conclude our session for this evening. Thank you all for joining us this evening, and y'all have a wonderful evening.